Super fast tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine rush fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to win sight. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Due to the mood, coffee for every dude. Have fun, enjoy the show. Let this channel grow. Let's enjoy the show. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Due to the mood, coffee for every dude.
Welcome everybody to the show where we got the flow and you're coming around and we're in town. We're going to have some fun today talking about brackets and things. Yay. But we got Mugenfool, HILLBILLY, kjcowboydan, and Hellwheeler. What's up?
Not much.
Not much. I got something to say. I have something to tell you toward us after the show, but that'll wait till then.
Okay.
What, no spoilers?
It's not that big. It's just that I'm only going to be on Wednesdays from now on. Like I have been.
I felt the same way after I watched Star Trek Section 31. I'm only going to be here on Wednesdays now too. Just because of that.
Look, just don't mention the name of that. All right, I do not need mental flashback. No. Just we can just call that the show that the movie that does not need to be named.
Jeez.
And it got immediately got picked up for another one.
A sequel? Oh no!
Yeah, Star Trek immediately. Galaxy far, far away. Right.
The only sequel to a movie I want to see that's coming up besides the Jurassic Park one is Sonic 4, but that won't be out till like 2027. So I got a long time to wait.
Well, Star Trek, a galaxy far, far away. Sure, why not? Multiple galaxies far, far away. But unlike what Jesse thought the other day on last week's podcast for the procrastinating, she said, "Well, isn't Star Wars like in the future?" I said, "No, it says right in the title, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away." Jesse says, "Well, it depends on who you are, and a long time ago could have been 20 minutes."
Right?
Come on, I mean, we are ancient compared to for children. So a minute for a child is like a day. You know, a day for a child is a whole year.
Especially when you're going to school.
Your perspective.
Huh?
Who decided that it was a long time ago? What perspective were they going from?
Hello, backwoods. And they're going through the perspective that the current events that you're apparently watching on screen happened before your time in the future, but a long time ago.
See, now we're just contradicting ourselves. It was a long time ago, but it's in the future.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much.
Hey, you know what? That contradiction made billions and billions of dollars and has spawned a franchise now owned by Disney.
Yep.
I mean, believe it or not, there was a chance that movie could have flopped.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Really, A New Hope in 1977. It took a minute to take off. A lot of people, while it was liked and a lot of people watched it and it stayed in theaters for a long time, in comparison to modern standards of what stays into a theater. Really, A New Hope, Star Wars: A New Hope, it didn't do as well. But it did really well considering the budget that they had.
Right.
and whatnot. But if you go by today's standards, it was not a good movie by today's standards.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's because the theaters were the social media. You know, it wasn't blasted everywhere. So as it got popular, and the newspapers started covering it, and the TV outlets started covering it, people started going crazy. Especially with the hype of the toys. Holy cow.
Oh yeah, and Lucas was very smart. He immediately took it to marketing toys. Even way before even the movie was finished being made, he had that toy line already lined out.
Oh yeah.
The smartest thing to do is make toys for a movie or make movies for a toy. Masters of the Universe, great thing. I mean, Transformers, Ninja Turtles. Well, Ninja Turtles is a bad example because they were a comic book first. But the popularity of a toy that gets made into some sort of feature-length film or a regular weekly cartoon, you know that's going to sell.
Oh yeah. And
on all levels.
We should get back on that binge of selling toys as cartoons and cartoons to sell toys, because those are the things that we remember fondly the most.
Absolutely. Yep. I do believe that if you have good promotional product to market your film, your television series, heck, even for those people out there who are running a podcast and they have a coffee cup that's going to be coming out soon, it's a great way to get your stuff out there. And plus, you got people like myself and Hillbilly who are going to just collect the crap out of the promotional product.
Oh yeah, and I like the little drop. The coffee cup going to be sent out soon.
Nice.
I'm just saying, I need a new coffee cup to drink out of. Got to start seasoning a new cup.
Right, that's the correct term for not cup. That's funny. So, how are things going with you guys today? It is snowing out here in Iowa. It's not fun. Got to do some shoveling and whatnot a little bit later after the show.
We had some thunder snow last night.
Thunder snow.
Thunder snow.
Yeah, it's snowing, and we had thunder coming out. So thunder snow.
Thunder snow. Sounds like it should be like a jingle for something. Thunder snow.
Thunder snow. Yeah,
thunder snow coming directly to you through the power of the internet.
I don't know. It sounds like it'd be like some cheesy Nintendo game from the 80s.
You're right.
What are you playing? I'm playing Thunder Snow today.
Right
on, brother. I heard it had some great sprites in that game.
Yeah, it's a game about snowball fighting with your friends.
It sounds like a Pokemon title, Pokemon Thunder and Snow.
Dude, I would play that game. A game about snowball fighting in harsh weather. It would kind of be like that. Oh, what was that game from the PlayStation? It was the one that it was paintballs. You were on rollerblades and you were shooting paintballs all over the place at your competition.
I thought you were going to talk about the South Park game. That was a first-person shooter where you could throw snowballs at the enemy.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was going with it, but
yeah,
nope. He had to talk about like some game I can't think of the name of right now. We've talked about it before, and I looked up the name.
Yeah, I just don't remember it right offhand. I never remember the name of the game.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine. So how are you guys doing today, though? How are you guys doing? You guys having a good time today? I know KJ wanted to jump on and talk about some of the fun he's been having.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've been hanging out today with my boy Kaz. Those people who know Kaz from the Minecraft streams or his YouTube pages. You know, he's doing Minecraft YouTube. Doing pretty good too. But I had to come on this morning just to brag. So he's emptying out his backpack last night, and he said, "Oh, by the way, I brought two of my commander decks I'm like, you got 2 commander decks? I didn't know you played them.
Mhm. Now you need to play some Magic, KJ.
It's a good thing
And
he brought his stuff back out to his car, because he doesn't know it, but he almost lost his Magic the Gathering decks.
Yeah, see,
I mean,
yeah.
there's not very many places to hide it, though. You've only a jar. What are you going to do? Hide them under your hat?
No, you can hide them under 7. She doesn't move a lot.
That is
Right?
true.
Yeah.
Just encourage Seven to help be your accomplice in this.
That's
And
right.
then, I finally cracked open the package that was shipped to me almost 4 or 5 months ago, which was the Series 1 low-cal TCG, both scribes and cows. And because the creator of the game sent me one to give to my son. Sent me
Right.
2 sets. And that game is really popular amongst the military kids out there. And so like I gave him those. So we had to crack open the package, the box. I'm still waiting to open the cards up for when I get the camera, and we'll do a card opening and looking at the cards on stream.
Oh well, if we ever meet up with you guys or ever work out a way, let Kaz know. We'll that pot of mead he has in his deck will get signed for him
Oh,
by the artist, as will your one. When
well, I'll make sure that he knows that one. I'll make sure that he gets that one set aside.
but yes, we'll definitely get your pot of mead signed for you.
Well, I'd like to stick around, but I'm on a limited time frame today. You guys have a great day. Chat, have a great morning. It's been a pleasure hanging out, and you will see me regularly again. Just been taking a few days off hanging out with Kaz. So you'll see me again tomorrow, and I'll be back on my regular schedule tonight. Jesse and myself with a little procrastinating across the ocean, and then a little Bloom's Tower Defense after that. Have a good day. Enjoy yourselves.
All right, have fun.
I'm just gonna say, see you next Wednesday for me.
Go eat at Denny's before he leaves.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Last time we ate at Denny's before we left, it didn't turn out well, and I ended up in the hospital.
No.
So that's bad luck. All right, talk to you later.
Okay.
Later.
See you.
All right. So now there were 4 of us, and we're trapped in the screen. We can't get out. What? I can do this right. Yeah, here we go. Like I'm trying to pry open the screen. Go nuts.
Donuts, go nuts.
That's right.
Go nuts for donuts.
So today's a good day, and as all good days go, we had a good segment, but we got to hit the road and push on something. The show. Words are hard. Words are hard.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
All right, everybody should do what they say. Hit that like button and subscribe. Oh, yeah. Subscribing is free, and our show is fun. We're doing the show Tuesdays through Sundays. It's a great time. Great show. And with that, we need to get back on the road towards the track where we're going to the topic of the day. But first, we need to hit the first segment of the day, which Hellwheeler knows the first segment of the day, as he's not paying attention, except he's looking at magic cards.
No.
Nope.
Anyway, it's time for the card of the day.
The card of the
Card of the day.
Billy's look. He's like, oh my god. He's like, no. Farewell is the card of the day today. There's reasons. But farewell costs 4 generic 2 white. It's a sorcery. He says choose one or more. You can exile artifacts, exile creatures, exile enchantments, or you can exile all graveyards.
That's a good card, but I hate it.
That's a good card because it's too powerful.
Yep.
It's too powerful.
Too powerful.
Yeah.
That it is.
It's so good. So good. The card is underestimated. You shouldn't underestimate this card because it can destroy your board. It exiles. Like it's around indestructible.
It's around everything.
That's right. That's what makes it good. That's what makes it solid. Probably should never been printed, but it's been printed. That's so powerful. Love it. I want more copies of it.
Yep. I don't think it should be able to exile as much as it does. I mean, that's what's so broken about it.
It's a complete board wipe if you wish for it to be.
It's definitely
Close enough.
changing effect. Yeah, it's a game-changing effect.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And then thinking of game-changing effects, we're going to get to the pictures of the day. This is you placing that 8th board wipe in your deck. That's right.
That'll be for Tibalts.
Supposed to be adding salt to the water for a salty game.
It doesn't really look like too much salt. It looks like adding more alcohol to the water.
Right.
Thanks.
But then, how I feel after playing through your 10th board wipe.
Ain't that the truth?
That's funny. Then how that one player start deck building.
Someone send that to T-Vault.
Right. Yeah, that would be me if I had wipes. I'd be like, okay, got all these board wipes for building, and that's per deck.
Wow.
I know. Hillbilly's so excited about all the board wipes he's seeing today.
Yeah.
But then you got how a token player feels like when they cast heroic intervention.
Only to be countered with a board wipe.
You can't counter it with the board wipe. It stops the board wipe from destroying your creatures.
Board wipes don't. How's that when board wipes don't target?
Because it makes all your stuff indestructible. Most board wipes destroy, not exile.
Yeah, farewell exiles them.
Oh my lord, Hellbilly! Now you're just being salty.
Yep.
He is salty. What do you mean?
You know what,
He's a
Hillbilly?
salt man.
Hillbilly, I cast farewell on you.
Yes, farewell on me. Okay.
What are you saying that he is, though? Are you saying he's a creature? Is he a graveyard, an enchantment? Well, what is Hillbilly?
I have been exiled.
He's a mixture of a graveyard because he got 1 foot in, and then he's a creature. Still.
It's a creature. He's barely staying alive. He's barely staying alive. All right. But then, if you guys have a picture a day you guys want to share with us, share with the show, on Discord, you can share your pictures and get shouted out on the channel by participating with the show, which is a really cool idea if you think about it. You get to participate with the show by sharing your pictures. Same with the question of the day, which we're going to get to that segment right now. Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day. The question of the day comes to us from Mrs. Hillbilly. She asks a very important question.
Hey everybody, this is Miss Hillbilly. Question of the day is, how many cups of coffee does it take for the green hawk to calm down? Thank you. Have a great day.
So how many cups of coffee does it take for the green hawk to calm down?
Green turtle hawk. Wow. I'd say probably one of those 53-foot tanker trailers full of coffee.
Right?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. So my answer, okay, I see how it is.
Full of coffee. That's funny.
You get one of those tanker trucks that usually hauling oil and just fill it up full of coffee for him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Maybe it takes 2 or 3 Starbucks worth of coffee. Like not 3 or 4 cups of coffee from Starbucks. Like all the coffee 3 or 4 Starbucks can make in a day. Which is probably half a tank. I don't know. But coffee, see, here's the dilemma I have. See, coffee's a diuretic. Right? You drink some, you get backed up, then your body flushes it out. So you end up having the squirts if you drink too much coffee. Now, can you imagine a raging green Hulk having the squirts?
I just make him more angrier. You think?
So
maybe flush all the anger out of him. So maybe.
Mm-hmm. And plus, as relaxing as coffee may be, it is also a caffeinated drink, right? Mm-hmm. And caffeine gives you energy. That's not really going to come down if you drink a lot of caffeine.
Yes.
So the question
get more hyped up
is how much coffee can a Hulk take before he goes insane, turns into Gray Hulk,
or even Red Hulk?
Red Hulk.
I know it's a different character. I know.
Yeah, Brave New Worlds is definitely showcasing the Red Hulk as a different character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the Gray Hulk is like you know, the Hulk in the MCU he found like a mesh between being intelligent and the Green Hulk at the same time. The Gray Hulk's kind of like that.
Joe Fixit.
That's right.
Robin Forster.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I know that storyline.
That's right. Yeah. Hellwheeler's been quiet. She hasn't been talking about how much coffee soothes the Green Hulk.
I don't actually know who the Green Hawk is.
Wait, what?
He's a regular Hulk. He's
the
a Hulk.
Hulk. Yeah, the Incredible Hulk.
Oh. I heard it wrong. I heard Hawk, not Hulk.
Yeah, I kind of heard Hawk.
So I was just a little lost there on Hawk. I'm trying to think here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Hulk's pretty big, so he does need quite a lot of coffee.
Look,
Also, hi, Tibalts.
Tibalts Apprentice shows up after all the board wipe memes.
Yeah, you got terrible timing, T-Ball. Maybe you should learn to get better timing.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
I mean, I should show them to you, right?
Yes.
Well, I got to show this one to you right here.
That's how you start building your deck, right there. Perfect. Yeah. Right? 8 board wipes. I love it. Oh my gosh! Actually, you know what? Send me that because the deck I am building. I need that. I am finally building my own deck. That is 8. That is perfect. That's a perfect number that will fit into it.
Him out here, Tortoise. You're making him more OP.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. That's the colors I'm building in also.
And earlier, Mugenfool's like, "This is you."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
See that.
Perfect.
Right.
Seems like I'm right on time.
And this is Hillbilly almost every game we play.
That's about right.
Yep.
Yes, I can see that. Though he's the guy doing them sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm just trying to compete.
That's right. You got to do that to keep up these days. And it's horrible because I think of it as like, sometimes I think like, am I using this as a crutch? Should I be doing something else different? But you know what? I just can't keep up with the cards other people are playing. So that's the only equalizer.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Right.
And especially with these new Ether Drift cards.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ether Drift. And
I know it's a little bit early to talk about this set, but if I wasn't spending my money to get a new video game in June, I'd probably try to get a whole box of Final Fantasy and put it up for collection.
Final Fantasy ain't out yet.
No, what I'm saying is for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't getting a video game, I'd probably try to get a full box of that, but I'm getting a video game instead, so.
All right. Alrighty. Now, with that, my friends, we're going to go and scroll off into this box.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Who's the strategy?
All right, we're gonna get to the topic of the day. The topic of the day. Ooh, I need to find my way back to my screen. The bracket system imagines getting perfect, not yet. The bracket system gives information based on what types of cards you can expect in a deck on a bracket level 1 through 5. The bracket system does not account for everything in a commander deck, not from synergy to efficiency, just cards and game affecting cards, hence why the bracket system is in beta right now. I have 2 decks, my Chilean Teller of Tell decks, which is a bracket 4 deck, and my Rafika the Mini deck, which is placed at bracket 1 and 2. Or 1 or 2, that's what it says. And if anyone knows my 2 decks, my Rafika of the Mini deck is more competitive on the scale of deck viability. My Rafika deck does well 1v1 and can wreck a game by turn 4 on a good day. My Chilean deck is clunky, has good synergy, but waits till I can pull off an infinite combo and build my board state full of creatures. Now, as I assess the bracket system and knowing deck building, I can see unfair decks wrecking the bracket system because sometimes synergies outweigh the lack of board wipes and vice versa. The system is new, and I think more thought should have been put into the bracket system before putting it into beta. Now, MTG Card Realms is one of the best places for assessing your deck on a level, and I like it that way. MTG Card Realms has a good power level calculator before this, and I checked today, it still works. I think websites like these should have been taken into consideration for bracket systems, and Wizards shouldn't try to create something new, but look to those who know the truth that maybe they are designing something for a copyright system, but they should look for people who've been working on the power level system and fare out with them. Like now, you can go to almost any deck builder. You can go to architect.com, you can go to Moxfield, and it'll put your deck in a bracket system. You know? And now, I'll be honest, I checked my Rafik deck. It did put it in a different bracket system later today. Yesterday it came up as 1 or 2, and today it came up as 3. Pretty decent. But based off the bracket system, it should be something more vicious, more 4. But there's not a lot of game-changing cards in there, and that's because the game doesn't get to change by turn 4. It's insanity. It's insanity.
Well, I absolutely appreciate what they're trying to do there, but even before, as soon as they made the announcement that they were talking about doing bracket systems, specifically at one of the shops, I had at least half a dozen people stating that whatever the bracket system was, they were going to do their best to break it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and so there's no way of avoiding that mindset. You know what I mean? That there are those people that is their whole goal in Magic is to solve it or, you know, to gain the most advantage. And that's fine if that's how they want to play. But it does ruin things for other people that are trying to have a casual game. And I think, again, I applaud the system. I think they're trying. But I think you're right. I think they need a wider source of input. They have a lot of people that are high level playing the game. I think they need to talk to the lower player level also.
Right. Well, I remember a particular game that we had with you where your deck power level was low, but your synergy level was off the roof. You know, it was above par. And it wrecked face that whole game because the synergy level was beyond the power level of the deck.
Yeah.
And I don't think the bracket system really pays attention to that because my Chilean deck is a level 6 or 7 deck, and it's getting better every day, technically. But like the Rafik deck, like it's an okay deck, but like it's guaranteed player removal most times by turn 4, turn 5. You know, on a good day.
If nothing else, I think the bracket system hopefully will give people a place to start talking about it. Whether it works or whether it doesn't work, it gives us another wedge or another crack to say, well, what do you think about the bracket system? And start the conversation there. And regardless of what the deck level is that you're playing or whatever, like it maybe could lead to more better games just by the talking, because that can be a hard, daunting thing to set down at the table, and you're the one guy there that's new at the shop or whatever, and you don't know these other people, you don't know how to talk to them, but you want to play a game, so you may not know where to bring that up. So now you've got an easy shoe in with like, hey, what do you guys think about that bracket system?
Right.
And that can start the conversation rolling from there.
Right. And I think if Wizards is going to do this, if they're going to do the bracket system, right, this is kind of off par of the idea, but if they're going to do the bracket system, they're going to encourage it. They need to start making videos and tutorials on deck building, right? So they can teach people, here's how you build a bracket 2 deck. Here's how you build a bracket 5 deck. Here's how you build a bracket 4 deck, and have their own system there. Because
beautiful, yes.
I believe, and I could be wrong, that they're trying to make a system that they can copyright or get the rights to, whatever the correct wording is, where they can, I don't know if they'll make money off it, but, protect it.
Well, it gives them an opportunity, I think, then to sell more cards, right? Because, like, you're going to, like, I'm imagining, I'm just projecting, throwing it out there, but I could then see when it comes Commander time, when the next Commander season runs around, here's your bracket 1 decks, here's your bracket 4 decks, here's your bracket 5 decks, and that's between 4 and 5. I'm not sure what the difference is anyhow. The mindset, whatever that is, but I could see them looking at it for like, how do we monetize this later on down the road?
Right.
Because we're selling casual decks, now we're selling competitive decks.
All right. Well, they did say that their pre-cons will be like bracket 2 power level decks.
Did they say that already? Okay.
Yeah. I know Gavin Verhey said it on his video.
Wow. So I need to watch the stream. I was driving all day yesterday. I missed everything. I got home and I'm like, what's happened?
Well, I just wish, I always heard, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Hey. You got to break a leg for it to heal again. It's not going to heal if it ain't broken.
Exactly. It ain't broke, don't fix it.
But what if I want the healing process?
Yeah, I just don't think they should mess with Commander. I mean, Commander's fine like it is.
Well, Commander's fine. You're right. But to interject, what they're having issues is you got websites like Commander Salt and other deck grading websites that make it hard to have one focus on what a deck power level is. What Wizards is trying to do is saying this is a universal thing, bracket 1 through 5. That now you can say, if I'm bracket level 5, here's what you can expect in the game today. They're trying to make it more level, and they're using Moxfield and Architect, which are the 2 biggest deck building resources out there when people get to deck building. So I think they're going to be sharing power levels and brackets to kind of give you a fair assessment of the idea. All right, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they got, right now it's still in beta, so it's just a test to see if it works or not.
Right.
I don't think it'll work. Because just because of this, you just like the synergy, it does not take account for synergy.
Well, it's funny they call it beta. It's really funny they call it beta, right? Because like there must have been an alpha testing that we don't know about where they tested the alpha version of this in their own facility, right? They're like tested it and they said this works for us. The beta means we're testing it out. We're testing it out. We're using it. Companies are using it like Moxfield and Architect to test it and whatnot. Now, I don't know what Wizards' main plan is, but I do hope they're using the already existing systems to improve their beta. But beta testing is seeing what works, what don't, so they can make changes.
Right.
Yeah, putting it out there in the wild because, like I said, I know there are a lot of people that are anxious to break the system no matter what it is. So them calling it a beta test, I mean, they know they're going to have other iterations of it. And I'm sure that I did watch a little bit of the Command Zone, so I do know that some of the people that had input into it maybe didn't necessarily agree with all those decisions that were made getting it to this point.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they had to leave wiggle room for them then to upgrade, change, and modify from there. So
yeah, I really think they should have held on to it a little bit more and got more information about the salt leveling system, higher level system that we have existing. And because they're trying to unionize the idea that we're all on the same bracket level, right? They should have taken the information like for Moxfield and Architect about the power level scales and incorporated it. Because one thing I liked about MTG Card Realms a lot, that's not Architect or whatnot, because they don't do a bracket system yet. But one thing I like about Card Realms, Commander Assault, even though Commander Assault I think overpowers the idea of things, and drops your power level down, is they break down the synergies and consistencies of everything in your deck. They look for combos and synergies that you might not even know exist in the deck.
Yep.
I would have come at it from a different perspective than you, because I would say definitely put the system out there as soon as possible and start working on collecting as much actual data as they can. I would have maybe, and I mean, they did say that they were going to change this coming up soon or whatever, but I'm sure they wanted this before the Chicago convention. But I think that, the more real world experience they can get, because I mean, just about anything in the world or whatever, engineers can come up with all the perfect ideas and the perfect uses of things. But once it gets out in the real world, there's always somebody that's going to break it somehow or do something to it or use it wrong or whatever. So the sooner they get this out into some real world things, I think, like I said, I think Chicago Convention is going to be a real big eye opener for how this bracket system could potentially be broken or warped.
Right. I want to say hello, Time Capsule. Whoop whoop.
What's up, Time Cap?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, my other issue to this is that, all right, you got I know you got one deck that makes you tap like maybe 36 lands sometimes to attack.
Yeah.
Now that's playing on what power level? I want to say maybe a 7 to 8.
Yeah, hold on. I could find out something.
And what power level is that deck?
Oh, let me check it out.
Which bracket would it fit under?
Well, it has certain cards in it, so probably a bracket 3 or 4.
Probably because didn't they say mass land denial or resource denial was an automatic 3 or 4?
Okay, I'm trying to.
But he may not get all. He may not get all that out.
Sure.
So it may not play like that. So how can you put it in a bracket?
No freaking way.
What?
What did you find?
Okay, so I don't have my Chapman deck, the one that Hillbilly's talking about, on Architect. But I'm looking at my Joda Jurassic Park deck, which usually has perfect mana by turn 5 and starts bullying people.
Like me?
Yeah, it's listed as a bracket 1 or 2.
Oh
wow!
What? Are you kidding me? I went in and made specific modifications to my better decks to deal with that deck just because that was so powerful.
And
that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's what right there is what my point right there. How can that be like that when it plays at a higher power? At a higher power should be in a bigger bracket. And Wizards can't get it.
Right. Look at it. See? Like I'm sharing the screen. It says estimated deck cost $517.09. Salt summary is 38.23. Estimated commander bracket 1 or 2.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Wow.
You've got Tempest in there and stuff, though, right? I mean, You've got Kendrith in there. Yeah,
Kenrith.
like he is. I can't believe he's not on the banned or the restricted list or whatever they're calling it right now.
Come
Changer,
on!
like
Tegrid, God of Salt, is not on the ban list right now.
Wow.
So,
yeah,
so-
it's on the restricted. I think it's on the restricted or not restricted. They're to use the right terms. Game Changer. I think Turgid is on the Game Changer, isn't it?
It could be, yeah. Or the game changer,
Yeah.
game cards for black. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that the bracket says this is a low powered deck, basically in bracket 1 or 2, is BS. and not BS that it's just like bad, because this deck is kind of bad because it's slow mana, but this is obviously a nod that they need to work on their bracketing system, because you guys played against this deck and it's had powerful swings.
Yeah, for sure.
All my decks are rated 1 or 2
Mm-hmm.
on Architect.
Something tells me they really need to work on the figuring out what kind of rank it is. You know, what kind of bracket it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, it is beta testing right now,
Yeah.
so they really don't know exactly how big it is. Bigger dog meat, Tortoise. I want to see dog meat. Well, heck, you got more than one.
They'll listen twice. So this is Commander bracket 3.
3. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
And this is not the updated version of the deck either. And it'd still be a Commander bracket 3, because I took out Tajik, Blade of the Legion, and a couple other things for more synergy cards.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What's the other dog meat you got on here?
I don't know. I only have one dog meat deck. It's probably the.
Is that the Precon?
It's no. I'd never owned the Precon.
Oh.
So I got the Commander, built around the Commander. This is a older variant of the deck.
What's it ranking in bracket?
Bracket 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Then,
I'm gonna guess it probably has some game-changing cards that are the same across both decks. Maybe.
right.
And maybe that's why it automatically drops it in a 3 or.
So what I was surprised is this Rafika the Mini, like I said at the beginning of this rant, was listed as a bracket 1 or 2. So they must have changed something earlier, but now it's bracket 3. Even the price tag surprises me how much it's worth. Like when I built this deck, it wasn't worth $500, and now here it is, $434.
Wow.
You know how cards go up and down. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's more of a fair assessment of the deck for a bracket 3, because this deck hits hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I need to get my
Victor Valkyries were ranked tier 1, bracket 1.
they changed the bracket on this one too from a 4 to a 3. I wonder if they are improving as they go, because they're changing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's funny.
Just
There's tutors.
Sorry, just out of curiosity, because I'm still not that familiar with Architect. What are the orange tabs there that I see?
Well,
Orange tabs.
Orange tabs.
Yeah, if you go to ramp, if you look on the ramp there, about the 5th or 6th card down, there's an orange corner
right
to
here.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. Let me see.
I've never seen that before either.
Oh, you know, it's a tutor. That's kind of new to me. So I bet it deals with bracket ratings.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Got to be, because that's new. I've never seen that
Oh
before.
yeah, because Cyclonic Rift has one over it.
All right. So I like that. I actually like that. That's interesting that it will point out to your cards the cards that are pushing you up right away. And like I said, I absolutely 100% agree with what you said earlier about Wizards of the Coast needs to do more support videos to follow and guide people towards what they want. Because if you just put it out there, somebody's just going to sit down and study it and figure out how to break it. If you kind of guide people to what you want them to build, it would be a better example, better to follow by example. And that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, that's funny. Because, like, in my Rafika mini deck, there's no little diamond tabs on any of the cards in here. That's interesting. What the heck?
Yeah.
Is the Indian Ruth Regent? That's not even in the deck.
Wow.
Oh, wait. No, this is the wrong Rafika.
Yeah, that's your giveaway.
Yeah.
I bet your Valky's low.
Valky's just a mess. Just
My
like the
bad.
ball. Yeah, all right. So yeah. So here in my deck there's a Light Tutor in it and it has a diamond on it. And Light Tutor is one of those game effect cards.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what they're doing.
Hmm.
Let's see. To Valky. 1 or 2.
That 1 or 2.
It's a cheap deck. You know, this deck pushes a lot though. Tell you what. Like it won the last time we played. Yeah. All right. So yeah, as we're looking through, having fun. Shalane Teller tells. This is where we saw the brackets. Yeah, Mystical Tutor, Cyclonic Rift, Cannon Bond and Prodigy. Yeah. I'm surprised Worldly Tutor is not even shifted as a game changer card. I mean, it is legitimately a tutor.
Yeah. Yeah, not all the tutors are on there. Certainly.
Look, I got Time Warp in here, and I got Walk the Eons, 2 extra turn cards. Surprised they're not listed as like cards because they're listed because extra turn cards are listed on like not game changers, but they're listed as like cards that increase your deck level.
Right.
Mhm.
I think the reason probably not is because you don't chain those together. Or can you chain them together in there?
Well, I can't technically chain them together, but
Okay, I
with,
think
the
that's where they
mighty,
draw the
with the mighty powers bestowed upon me, right? I could have where is it? Deadeye Navigator on the battlefield, Eternal
noticed-
Witness, and Time Walk, and have an infinite loop of infinite turns.
Yeah, I noticed
Okay.
something else. I noticed something else about Architect on my Edgar Markov. It's got some of these cards with color added to them with the number.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, Command Tower has a blue line under it. Well, that's just a land. Myriad Landscapes has a green line under the number.
See,
Soul Ring has a blue line under the number.
I refreshed my page.
You
I don't
see
see
what I'm
any-
talking about?
I did not see any blue lines.
Okay, let me come back over here.
You show the 1.
Present. Share screen. Okay. You see on my screen? You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Blue line right here. No, green line. Get back here. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then right over here, you got some blue lines under your numbers. But on my let's see, where is, I don't see anything. Well, looking for my tutor. Diabotic tutor. Ain't nothing on it.
Interesting.
I think because it's considered a slower tutor since it's 4 mana.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, even with the tutors, some of the tutors being on the list, there's a lot that aren't.
Right.
Right.
And this bracket's only a 1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, so it's definitely in beta. Definitely, needs to be worked on. But it looks like they're working on it. Like I said, like I said in the title of the show, so the bracket system is not perfect yet.
Right. And I don't think it will be.
But Wizards of the Coast should definitely make deck building videos for these brackets and stuff for people to understand, so people can so they can like point out certain cards like, oh, I'm putting in a tutor. This is gonna push the bracket level up. You know.
Yeah.
Or an interesting way to approach it too is to maybe take a deck that's on the border and say, here's a card that makes it 4, here's a card that makes it 3, and compare and contrast the cards.
Right.
That's a lot of content to have to produce, though.
Oh yeah, because I can imagine someone building a deck full of vanilla creatures, but putting in some of the game changer cards in there just to push up the bracket level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think this bracket thing is going to work because there's just too much synergy out there.
Too many synergies and stuff. Well, they have to get to work. That's what's going on now. They got the ball rolling. They got to keep it rolling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're gonna have to get it to function the way they wish to function.
Well, they're going to get a lot more real world input now that it's out there and stuff. So, like I said, that was the idea of my idea would have been to like take it and put it's like just announce at the beginning, like we're going to do this for a year, and we want you guys to give us as much information as you can, tracking it through either the websites like Architect or EDH Rec, and the information that they gather from the conventions. And how long do you remember? I didn't go through the thing. How long did they say they were going to do this beta test? Was it 6 months or was it?
I don't remember that part either.
Well,
Neither do I.
But I don't think they're going to let go of it, because it's like if they perfect it, it will work, and I think they will perfect it. I mean, there are companies billions of dollars that can throw at stupid things like this.
True.
Yeah, it's never going to replace though talking to people and just getting a feel for a play group or building a play group. You know.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you, Manamunk.
Yeah, Manamunk says unless they're making a truly sanctioned format, it just creates concept. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They should make it a sanctioned format, and people do sanction it at stores for tournaments, for 1v1 tournaments. That's interesting.
No, that's the only way they can sanction it is if they do 1v1.
All right, so well, like CEDH is 1v1 most times. I know for some facts that some people play CEDH play 1v1. So yeah, it'll be interesting to know, because there could be like my Rafika the mini deck is a very powerful deck against one person, but again in a group of 4, it might not be as amazing.
Right.
Well, and you can never take in the accountability, the wild random attacks that you may suffer or you may deliver just off of general principle or something that happened 3 weeks ago, or depending on who you're playing with. You can't count on other players to make the most strategic decisions either. When you get to a 4-player, a lot of times, more than once, I've heard somebody say, I'm going to do this because it's funny. And everybody at the table laughs, but like if you're really going, if you're competing and trying to win, like it can be super frustrating.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It can be super frustrating. Or if you meme Hillbilly with a turn 3 miracle Bonfire of the Damned. Blow up his board for 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny. Like one of our last games, I was playing the Tibalt deck. I think it was Tibalt I was playing with, and I drew a card and I had 3 mana available, and it was a Bonfire of the Damned, and I'm like, and Hillbilly's the only one with creatures on the board. I'm like, I'm gonna meme you so hard right now, Hillbilly. And I'm like, I'm gonna miracle Bonfire of the Damned for 2 damage.
Yeah. So at least you guys have the advantage of being in a play group, or at least knowing that your play group of who you're going to be with, at least half the people. But it does make it hard, like I say, when you go to a new store or you do sit down. But this gives us like I said, a place to start with, a place to start talking.
Right.
Yeah, that's what people need, is a good place to start talking. and get people more aware of the power level situation that they want to know. Like most people in my play group area knows that I go through MTG Card Realms, and most people go through that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Architect is pretty good. Been pretty good at it. You know, through time and through experience, the bracket system will get better for sure. Then Brandon, happy dang black day.
I just wish they wouldn't do. I just wish they'd leave Commander alone. Let it be its own entity, like it's always has been.
Well, it's their biggest money makers, so they're going to treat it like so. You know,
I think everybody's going to point. Everybody's going to point to the bans of last year and how everything blew up. I think it was definitely better when it was run by a outside entity.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, through the whole series of events, where regardless of where you fall on that, of whether the bans were there, should be happen or shouldn't happen, I feel like the people that went overboard with threatening CAG members and threatening people and stuff really pushed us in this direction and stuff. So nobody to blame there, but those type people that overreacted to it.
Right. Because the wizards know if the honey brings in the money, they're going to treat the bees a lot better.
Yep.
But all right, I digress. It's been a wonderful conversation thus far, and I think we all bring up some good points, and we had fun looking through architect.com to see what's going on. But now,
not a sponsor of the show yet.
Not yet.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Whoa. Look at us. Yeah, let's move you over there. We're going to start getting to the shill section where we're going to start shilling our channels so people know where they can find you. And people can, click on those links and be like, oh, I'm going to subscribe. Because you should subscribe to everybody here. Everybody here but Hillbilly. Hillbilly doesn't need more subscribers.
We want those subscribers over there for Hillbilly. We want all 1,000 of those.
Yeah, we want the 1,000 before Hillbilly gets 1,000.
I know you two just want to wear your wigs. That's fine.
I look good in a wig. All right, but anyways,
y'all be fine wearing a wig. Y'all get there.
Y'all get there for sure. We're gonna start shilling out with Hellwheeler.
Hey, it's Wednesday, and as Dan said earlier, it is podcast night. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what our topic is. We're procrastinating as usual, so come along and procrastinate with us and find out what we're going to natter. But afterwards, we have Bloons TD6 for our community party night. Got to get all those monkeys. So, if you've got Bloons TD6 and want to play with us, it's available on Steam and phone. But you can either come join the fun and just watch, or if you have it, you can play. Up to you. But that is tonight's fun. And then tomorrow it should be Thursday, so that'll be continuing on with Mass Effect.
Sounds good. Sounds fun. All the trouble. See lots of trouble there. Hillwheeler secretly brainwashing everybody to watch your channel. All right, now going on. Is Mugenfool here? Hey, Jeffrey Blunts, what's up? Whoop whoop.
What's up, Jeffrey?
Whoop whoop. So Mugenfool is all quiet. So we're gonna roll over to Tibalt, but hold on, Tibalt, not quite yet. We're gonna go up, scroll up, and boom. Now you can start shilling out.
Ta-da! Okay, well. My store is back online. It was off for a couple of days. Made a trip to Arizona, where we'll be moving into the Cave of Wonder. I did attempt some live YouTube streams instead of doing it on Twitch. I went live on YouTube to play a little bit of Arena. So I will be testing a few things like that out. We're going to have some big changes once we get to Arizona. But in the meantime, if you need any Magic cards, you need anything to supplement your Ether Drift cards, you can always go there and pick up some cards. If you want to follow us for more daily content, you can, and I say us because my wife helps me with Instagram and stuff. So a lot of times we're putting new daily content up there. We've been slacking on that, but again, we're back in town, so we can get back to that again soon. Cool. But do that and follow me on YouTube, if you will. Greatly appreciate it.
All right. And his link to the shop is in the description below.
Thank you.
So, and trust me, last time I shopped a shop, that's how I found his. That's how I found his shop. I went to one of my videos, went to the link in the description, clicked on it, and boom, I was there. And
easy peasy.
And you want to know something cool? Sometimes when you shop a store, you might get a sticker with your order.
Yep.
In fact, I put your little sticker with your name on it because like your big sticker doesn't have your name on it. The little sticker does. I put it on my laptop.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Well, that's you has a place of pride on mine too.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, cool. Now, Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. 775 subs. Lost a sub today, but gained a sub also. Go figure. Anyway, enough of that. Today at 2 o'clock, I will be doing another arena stream. And same thing that Tortoise said. I found Tibalts store through one of the streams here because went to TCG Player, tried to find them, and the only thing came up was a Dark Ritual card. Hard to find a store like that, but you can always find it here on the stream. And he's got one thing about Tibalts store, you can find all kinds of good cards there. I mean, I found a lot of cards I wanted. But anyway, I will be streaming today at 2 o'clock and doing some arena gameplay. And that's all I got planned for today.
All right. So, Super Fast Tortoise here to make it clear. There's nothing to fear, but it's just a Super Fast Tortoise right here. Anyways, so tonight, I am not fully certain how tonight's going to go. We got hit by some snow. I don't know if it's heavy snow or not. I got to shovel the driveway today, whatever. But my plan is, if I can, I want to play some Ninja Turtles game tonight. The Mutant Mayhem or something like that. It's a Switch game. I want to try playing that tonight, but if I can't, I'm sorry. That means the wife has to work from home tonight. So, based on what goes on, we'll see what goes on. But if you haven't, hit that subscribe button and that toggle that bell. So when I do go live, you know that Tortoise is live because Tortoise is legit. He's turtle. You turtle enough for the Turtle Club? I bet you are. Hit that like button. So that'd be at around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Boom, boom. But with that, I want to thank everybody for being here today in the video. Mugenfool, Hellwheeler, Tibalts.
Yep.
All right. I want to thank everybody in chat. Hansel. Boom, boom. Yeah. Yeah, Tibalts. I just subbed. Sorry. I have swam. I was already. I swore I was already out. Oh, man, I'm going to subscribe to you, Tibalts.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate it.
Right. I'll remind you all that you all are loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, brighten someone's day, because you might be the change someone needs today in their world. And with all that said, have a wonderful evening, my friends.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super Fast Tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.